Bringing it up the court now. Looking to make another drive there. Little floater.
He can't seem to find his range quite yet, but let's hope that changes.
The fact that he's been able to drive it to the court there is an interesting sign, too, because some of our successes come from driving and dishing.
For sure, and they've been seeming to be quite aggressive down low so far.
Tough defense there by RJ Green and Marco. Man,
wow.
This is the third. How are they?
This is scrappy.
Oh, I like it.
Love
These refs
see
are
it.
not calling
I do want to address, we did have some issues there with the audio to begin that game, but we are here now. I'm Joseph Simley, joined by Dan the Man Bauer, Cooper the Dragon Albers, and Kevin Big Body Burns on the technical side, coming up with the assist there on the audio issue. But here we have your LIU Sharks up against the St. Francis Brooklyn Terriers in our little Battle of Brooklyn here. It's currently 2-2, tied game. Delancey goes in. Nice little running hook. Can't get that one to go. Batted around. The Terriers going to come up with that one.
Joe, real quick, shout out to your moms on the heads up there for the audio.
Oh, shout out to my mom on the audio, and shout out to my dad watching at home, who's also very clutch on move-in day today. Happy start to the semester, everyone, as Delancey there fouls Josiah Harris. So Josiah Harris is going to go to the line. Harris averaging 8.3 points per game, as well as 8 flat rebounds per game. Only 45% from the field and 61% from the free throw line, but he's been a pretty dominant force for them down low.
Yeah, one of their lower free throw percentages, so a good person to foul.
Yeah, but an absolute beast down low, as we said, 8 points a game and over a block per game. So he's been big for them down low. He's their big man. For
sure, and like you said, 8 rebounds per game, and that's bad for the Sharks because the Sharks have struggled with rebounding their opponents quite a bit. They've been out-rebounded in most of their games.
Yep, and for you watching at home, we are at a different angle. We did get kicked out of our normal spot by ESPN, so we're up here on a higher level. So it's definitely something new for us, but we're trying out everything.
We're adapting.
Yep, and St. Francis seems to have some support with their cheerleaders in the student section over on the top left of your screen there. So we have Jacob Johnson with the ball now, working it out to Maletich. Maletich now to Washington. Washington getting a screen from Delancey. He's going to stop, pull up. Can't get that one to go. He's going to fight for the rebound. No good.
He found a lot of space there on that three-pointer, just wasn't able to connect.
I agree. Yep. We're going to need those kind of open jumpers to fall in order to stay in this.
Yep, so we got Roy Clark with the ball now. He's going to try and drive it in on Green, kicking it out. Marco playing some good defense there. 3-ball by the Terriers gets that one to go, so that'll be a 7-2 run for the Terriers to start this game.
Yeah, great shot there by Howell South.
Yeah, no hesitation there, just right over top of Maletich's head.
Yep. RJ Green now going to take it in, gets it batted away. The Terriers going to take it all the way up, and he misses it.
Smoked it.
Cyrus Grisby misses the easy layup in transition. The Sharks going to work it in now. Jacob Johnson floater gets that one to roll in, so 7-4.
There it is. Finally, Terriers. We see one fall from down low.
There we go. We're here for buckets, gentlemen.
Absolutely.
What's that? Take it on that side.
Oh.
Foul there on RJ Green.
And looks like we're going to take a timeout here, so we'll be back after a quick break. All right, and we are back. We have a little sideline inbound now. Terriers working the ball around, getting a screen there. Nice little pull-up jumper. No good.
Strong rebound there by number 11, Josiah Harris.
And Harris getting his own miss and putting it back up. So that'll be a 9-4 lead for the Terriers now.
He is such a force down low.
He's really playing hard right now, definitely being a disruptor.
Playing hard and very athletic. You see him very quick jump there to get the second chance points. Andre Washington now trying to get something going. Gets it to Johnson. Little handoff.
Keon Burns checked in there.
Yeah, Keon Burns getting some early minutes for the Sharks. Haven't seen this in a couple games now. Jacob Johnson, nice little hard drive inside. Gets that one to go off the glass.
Put it up with the left.
Very tough finish there with the left hand.
Indeed. Now the Sharks going a bit of a press here. And they're going to fall back a little bit as the Terriers take it up.
Just a little bit of pressure there. Keep them on their toes a little bit.
Got Roy Clark up here kind of taking charge there. And again, another nice screen and roll, but
Harris unable to keep it with him. Ball goes out. Andre Washington comes up with it. He's going to bring it up the court here. He's going to take it hard inside. Nice little Euro step off the glass. They did not call a goaltend on that one.
Tough block by Josiah Harris. He's averaging about 1.5 blocks per game, so he is scary down low.
And again, just being a disruptor.
Yep, definitely could have been a goaltend, but they're going to give him the block for it.
I like where your head's at. Let's say that definitely was a goaltending.
Yeah, we see Shek Nadai checking in as well. So Shek and Keon both getting some early minutes here for the Sharks. Maletich, Andre Washington, Jacob Johnson staying in. Maletich getting it into Shek up top. He's going to hand it off to Washington. Washington going to call out a play. He's going to get the high screen from Shek. Shek rolling. Washington going in. Little fader. Gets it to go.
Right off the glass.
Washington has such a nice mid-range game.
Just not afraid to go over the big guy right there.
Yeah, he has such a nice and fluid mid-range game. He's not afraid to pull it up there. Nice little tough runner from him. 9-8 Terriers.
We got Moreno again kind of handling the point guard responsibilities on this end of the floor.
Yep, working it around now.
Howell South back over to Moreno. He's kind of keeping patient there at the top. And again, you can tell they're really going for those pick and rolls.
Yep, that shot misses. Keon Burns, good fight for the rebound, but gets it taken away from him. And nice little shot off the glass there for Howell South.
Howell South is playing super well so far. He's got 7 points here, going already over his average.
Yeah, he's making himself known in this one. He's battling for Brooklyn. You could say that for sure.
And with that basket, that gets the score to 11-8.
Andre Washington can't get the three to go. Rebound Terriers.
Washington has struggled from three-point range since his return, only about 28%.
Good defense there by Nadai, but they're going to call a foul on him.
There's a nice little drive there by Tedrick Wilcox. Nice pump fake, and he was able to hit the floor there. Yeah, you see that full court pressure, but then again, as kind of as that inbound goes, they're just kind of letting it go.
Yeah.
And then you see guys like Clark that are just kind of dishing and dunking right over there.
Oh, a little pull-up bounces in.
Yep.
Nice little lucky bounce there for the Terriers.
Able to get that to go in.
Andre Washington going to take it up now for your Sharks. He's going to try and work it in on Clark. He's going to drive right into his right, dish it off to Delancey, who's checked back into the game. Can't get that one to go. Delancey's regretting that one.
That's a great extra, just couldn't finish.
Yep, good ball movement there by the Terriers. And
Zion Bethea with a nice little up and in there.
yep, 17-8. The Terriers are up now, and that'll be a timeout.
Man, you can tell CJ just wasn't quite ready for that pass because that was a great look in, and he kind of fumbled it on his way where that could have been an easy 2 points for us.
Yeah, he was right next to the basket there and unfortunately missed it. But we're going to take this one into the break, and we'll be back after this.
All right, we are back. It is 17-8. The Sharks are down. We got about 12 and a half minutes left to go in the first half here. Cooper, what do you think is something that we need to happen coming out of this little timeout break here?
I want to see them try to feed Marco. They're definitely face guarding him, and you can see that they want to. It's just not going their way so far.
Yep, and an unfortunate turnover there. Granted, a great defensive play there by the Terriers, but they're just playing tough right now. They have I bet if we were to take a look, they have a lot of turnovers, and they've just been they're getting aggressive and just getting us out of our groove.
Very scrappy game so far. Lots of bodies on the floor early on.
Yeah. I think we got a good lucky call there. Doesn't matter, but Marco came out of that timeout. You can tell that he was looking to be aggressive.
Yeah, he wants to score. He's only got I think he's got one shot off so far. Oh, and now he's out.
And now he's out. Doesn't matter. That was the first foul there by Roy Clark, and that was only the second team foul. So again, another sign of we're not really getting into the paint much. Just we haven't forced that many fouls. RJ Green back up at the top. He dishes it over to Andre Washington. Andre's looking to get a good shot in off the glass, and it goes in. Nice job there.
Very nice finish off the little size up. Just able to get in.
See if the Sharks can get a couple good defensive stops here, a couple buckets. We're going to get back into this one, boys. Roy Clark's got the ball at the top of the key. He dishes it over to number 2, Howell South. Howell South gives it again to number 1, Zion Bethea. Just doing a little give and go here. Nice little pick and roll there. We're able to recover well, though.
Nice little baseline drive there. Good defense by the Sharks. They're going to come up with it. Jacob Johnson has it. He's going to try and push it in transition.
Delancey with great help defense there.
RJ Green, hard drive inside, gets absolutely obliterated.
Bodies hitting the floor there. Josiah Harris was salivating.
That was disgusting.
And
I'm not even 100% sure what the call was there.
looks like it's going to be a timeout. Have to imagine there was a foul on that one.
Yeah, there was a blocking foul, so that will be the third team foul on the Terriers there, and that was on number 1, Zion Bethea.
Yeah, they had about 3 defenders in the paint as is, and then Josiah Harris just came in looking for blood and swatted that one as well as his head into smithereens.
Yeah, he's trying to send that one across the gym.
Yeah, but as we said, good physical game so far. 17-10 Terriers right now, but got about 11 minutes left, and LIU is getting hurt on the boards right now, fellas. I mean, that's just been the tail of the tape so far.
It's been kind of the story of the season so far.
One of many.
Yeah, out-rebounded quite a bit, especially on the offensive boards, giving up a lot of the time.
13-5 discrepancy in rebounding right now. And although the Sharks do have 4 assists of their 5 made baskets, so that's definitely a good improvement for the Sharks, but they just need to make more baskets to begin with here, only 38% from the field.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a matter of slowing down. It seems like everybody's kind of just running into each other and on the floor a lot, and it's going to be a matter of slowing down and playing their own game.
And that's kind of when I mentioned earlier. I bet the turnover numbers are high. It really is. It's only 3-2, and they have one more turnover than us, which feels weird for how many like scrums and bodies hitting the floor there's been so far.
Yeah, low turnover count and low foul count too. It's very bizarre. The refs are really just letting them play.
It's been weird because especially when you see those ones on the floor where guys are fighting for it, it generally ends up being a jump ball. But there was 2 in a row where they were like, "Nah, keep fighting, boys."
Yeah, which honestly I don't mind that. It's just
Sure, let's go.
Let's go. It's better than refs calling everything. It's
That's
better than taking
NEC
time.
basketball, boys.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's been a very physical matchup here, and I will say, just looking at the crowd opposite of us, it probably looks like the best turnout we've had in the game this far. I can't really see below us, which is where I imagine the majority of the fans are, but even just looking at the opposite side and on the sideline near the baseline, good turnout so far.
Even the fact that you said like they brought a cheerleading squad.
They did, yeah. The cheerleaders alone might make up for some of the attendance that we've missed the last few games here.
You can feel the energy in this crowd. It's electric.
Yeah, absolutely. The Battle of Brooklyn always gets a pretty good turnout here, and RJ Green going to the line for 2. Terry is up 17-10 with about 11 minutes left to play in this half. And Green misses the first one.
RJ Green is struggling from free throw this year. He's shooting just about 55.1%, which has got him in the very bottom of eligible free throw shooters in the nation.
Yeah, RJ
Bummer.
Green has been struggling from the line quite a bit. Makes that one
Not
also.
today.
Yeah, keeps him above
Can you
50%.
give us a little applause there, Joe? No? All right, next time.
We forgot which button it was.
Ooh, almost a little turnover for us there, but I like the... Yes.
Found it.
Good defensive effort there by Washington. And you can hear that coach from all the way up here on the 4th floor.
Yeah, this man's
Yep.
loud.
Yeah, he's trying to get him to ice pick and roll here.
We even got cans on and we can hear that.
Hard drive in on Keon Burns. Keon Burns and Delancey meet for a block.
Wow.
Rebound Johnson. Johnson's going to take it up the floor. Now, that's one thing that I feel like the Sharks need some improvement on. It is just running the floor. They don't really fill the lanes correctly. It's Delancey with a nice little hook
Great
shot. You
finish
see,
there by Delancey.
we saw about 3 different Sharks almost run into each other there. So the transition game is definitely something that could use a bit of fine-tuning as they try to get a full-court trap going. But good ball movement by the Terriers. The Sharks now back in the half-court defense.
Good help defense there, going back to what you said.
Yeah, absolutely. Good recovery there by the Sharks. Johnson knocks that one loose. There's going to be a tie up there, and that'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow
Finally,
in
they
favor
call
of the
it.
Sharks. So that'll be Sharks basketball.
They've been doing a great job with defense down low. Multiple guys helping all the time.
Yeah, both teams have been hounding down low. This might be a game that comes down to the outside, and the Sharks have yet to take an official 3 from the outside. We saw a couple deep ones from Andre Washington, but they were counted as 2-pointers.
Most of our shooters are being guarded pretty high up on the foul line.
Yep, Andre Washington thinking about another one. He's trying to work in on his defender. Kicks out to Keon Burns. Baseline drive. Pull-up jumper. Gets that one to go. Beautiful little jumper there by Burns.
They were guarding him high up on the three-point line. Like I said, he was able to just drive right past him.
That gets it to a 15-17. The Sharks are only down by 2 with 10 minutes left, fellas.
You smell that?
Oh, yeah.
I smell a comeback.
I am also smelling a comeback.
I've been saying it for years.
Yeah, it was as we said in the beginning, a nice little finish there inside by the Terriers. But I think it was before we fixed the audio, though. The Sharks have been a good first-half team overall, but the first half of the first half, they've been struggling. So it's these last 10 minutes of the first half that we've really seen the Sharks take off in a lot of games. So we'll see if they can continue that trend going as Jacob Johnson posting up, kicks it out to RJ Green.
It's that halfway through the first half coaching moves that we're making.
Yep, Delancey on the floor with the ball, and he's not going to get rid of it. He's going to take the jump ball, which will be Terriers basketball.
Love the hustle, though, from Delancey.
Marko Maletic checking back in now. Maletic has been pretty much a non-factor early on offensively. Only 0 for 1 with no other stats to count for it. He's been pretty good, solid defensively, though. But the Sharks really do need his scoring to get going if they want to have a chance in this one.
And he's going to get his 15.
Yeah, you can see him face guarding him for the majority of the game. They do not want him to get a shot off.
No, not at all. Terriers now, a little handoff. Terriers trying to work it in. They do run a lot of action behind that three-point line, but they've been when they get in the paint, as you said, they've been absolutely hounded by the Sharks. And loose ball there, and somehow number 2 ends up open. But that ball is tipped by Keon Burns, going to come up with it. He's going to push it in transition. He's going to kick it out to Johnson. Johnson inside. Can't get it to go. Tip in Burns. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Johnson. Johnson gets whacked.
Yes, he does. Great effort there by Jacob Johnson. And the whacking comes from Moreno, I believe.
Yeah, great hustle there by Jacob Johnson, fighting down low for the rebound. And they're going to say that one was on the floor. So that'll be a baseline inbounds.
That's the second foul there for Moreno and the fourth team foul for the Terriers. It's 4 fouls apiece.
Yeah, and it looks like that's going to be Michael Myrie checking in for the Terriers now. Only plays about 8 minutes a game, but getting some early burn here. Speaking of burn, Keon Burns with the ball in the corner, gets it to Maletich.
That was a lovely transition.
Thank you, Dan the man. Maletich, little floater, can't get it to go. Nice rebound, though. Kicks it out to Keon Burns. Maletich does have a nice little floater. That's one thing that he's excelled at for the Sharks here. He shoots very well from there. And a nice little pull up there by Andre Washington. Can't get it to go. Rebound Delancey. A lot of contact down low. He's going to go up with it. Can't get it to go. But Delancey's going to go to the line for 2. 15-19 Terriers right now with about 8.5 to go.
Great second effort there by CJ. Again, you talk about we have a couple high-energy guys, and he is one of them. So for him to fight that out and get a couple free throws here is a good sign.
Delancey's shooting just about 62% from the line on the season. So we'll see if we can change that.
Gets that one to go. Switches that one right through.
63% now.
Let's go.
We'll have to check the math on that one.
I'm getting not good at it.
Dan the man excels at math. Delancey getting set, ready for the next one. Makes this, bring it to a 2-point game, and he does.
Yeah.
Man, if that's not 63% now, I don't know what would
Let's
be.
raise that average. Let's go.
Yeah, that's right. So 17-19 now. The Terriers are in the lead. And Sharks not going to do a full-on press here. They're going to send Andre Washington out in the backcourt to apply some pressure.
Let's see if before the last couple things, they've been doing traps even on this side of the court. A lot of help defense that we have here.
LIU not happy about that one. Felt it was an up and down. And they are going to give him the call, so that's going to be Sharks ball.
I think what they called there was out of bounds. Oh, yeah, by Bethea, number 1 there. Yep. Keon wide open.
Yeah, Keon wanting that ball. And he gets it.
Ooh, good
Oh,
pass.
nice play there. Jacob Johnson can't get the finish, but does draw the foul. Nice attempt there by Johnson. Great give and go there as well. Keon Burns with a fantastic pass, and Johnson just getting downhill, accelerating.
Absolutely.
And he's going to draw some contact. He's going to shoot 2 with a chance to tie this game.
Yep, foul there was on Bethea. That is his second. That is the team's 6th foul. So we're also 1 away then from picking up more free throws.
Johnson's shooting about 78% on the season from free throw range.
Yeah, Jacob Johnson, one of the bright spots on this Sharks team. Makes that one. He's averaging about 12 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists on the year with a steal, 47% from the field.
He's been very reliable this season.
Yeah, he's played a lot of minutes for Coach Strickland here. He's averaging 33.5 minutes per game, which leads the team.
Which leads the entire NEC, actually.
Oh, man,
Yeah, he's up there.
Keon Burns left uncontested for the rebound. Gets the putback off the miss. That'll put the Sharks up by 1.
What's up, boys?
Oh, wow.
That was a really interesting move there for that guy down in the post to just kind of leave that open.
Yeah,
he made a really great play there as well.
He must have expected Johnson to make it, and Q, great heads-up play there to get the putback. Q's a really big energizer for this team, and that one's going to go out of bounds, and that one's going to stay here.
I think they called him for the foul, actually. Yeah, that was a foul on Andre on what I thought was a pretty clean poke.
Unfortunate there, but that'll bring us to immediate timeout, so we'll be back after this break. All right, we're checking back a little bit early from this timeout now. Fellas, we have a 1-point lead here. So the beginning of this game when the Sharks took the 2-0 lead was the first lead the Sharks had in 3 games. So this is a good sign so far for our Sharks as we're coming back here. We got 7:47 left to play with the 1-point lead, and it'll be the Terriers' ball now. So, Cooper, what do you think is sticking out to you about these Sharks right now?
So far, it is the rebounding that's picked up, and since the time they managed to get this lead, they initially were being out-rebounded by quite a bit, but now it's just 13-12, so it is not nearly as drastic as it was initially, including 3 offensive from Keon Burns, and he's just brought that energy on the offensive end, which has been amazing.
Yeah, Keon Burns has checked in early, and he has made an impact. 4 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, including that gorgeous putback to give the Sharks the lead. And a little fight for the ball, and they're going to say that's Sharks ball. The Terriers coach is very mad. He gets teed up, so that'll send one of the Sharks to the line for a technical free throw.
He must have said something because that was a quick tee.
He must have said the magic word.
Gonna send Marco to the line.
He bet the spread is what he was talking about. Big Body did show me before the game the spread was only 3.5 in favor of the Terriers.
Wow.
So if I was allowed to, I would have, gentlemen, I would have hit that hard.
Yeah, that's head coach Glenn Bareka there who gets the tee, and Marco misses that free throw. Marco, surprisingly enough, has struggled from the free throw line this year. Only shooting 66%, despite being a 40% three-point shooter. So he's going to shoot another one here, and that one also going to rattle out. So tough break for the Sharks there, but they are gonna have possession.
Maybe we'll
here.
see Jacob Johnson there for future technical free throws.
I see that in the foreseeable future.
CJ was also quick to go up to Marco and be like, "Hey, bro, let it go." And I'm hoping now we'll see Marco hit an open corner 3, and all those woes will be over.
For sure. Obviously, they sent him to the line to see if they can get him going, but a shooter, you got to have a short memory. So let's see if we can get him going here.
Especially if you're going to get that 15.
Oh, the coach is still talking.
Yeah, Glenn Bareka still giving the refs his grievances, and refs looking over at something here. Unsure what it is. They're going to go to a replay?
They're reviewing the foul, it seems, or the out of bounds, which is bizarre having they already shot the free throws.
They're like, well, he didn't make any of them, so it doesn't affect the score or time. So let's see if we can fix this.
I didn't even know that was something that you could review.
I don't know. It wasn't. I want to say
mid-major basketball regular season.
Yeah, because it was an out of bounds call.
What do you think's going on down there with ESPN?
Oh,
that's the other thing. Yeah, so we're up here on the 4th floor with our own little special setup because ESPN thought they can take our spot in our house.
This is our house. Come on, ESPN. Who are you guys?
That's what I'm saying. Do
ESPN
they not know that we have a YouTube stream?
They obviously
we
not
are still very grateful to be up here to begin with. So shout out to the LIU athletics department for that. And Jacob Johnson will be going to the line now.
So, okay,
looks like
this
a
all,
1-on-1.
again, makes sense because there was a foul that caught when that ball went out of bounds. So
they might have been checking who the foul was on, perhaps, or how many fouls the Terriers have, which is 8. So Jacob Johnson going to the line for a 1-on-1 and gets the first one to go.
Man, just imagine if he had 2 more before that off the technical.
That would have been crazy.
Yeah, we got a 2-point lead here. 7:45 left to go in this first half. Jacob Johnson getting set for his second free throw. And couldn't get that one to go. He kind of short-armed that one. A little T-Rex arm action there. But Keon Burns coming up with it and causes the foul.
Very late foul call there.
And they're smiling. They're happy. They're feeling this dub.
Q drew the foul.
Oh, yeah.
From number 25, Sagnia was the guy who they called the last foul on, too. So he picks up quick 2 fouls since checking in.
And Sagnia only playing 8.5 minutes per game. And only 3 for 20 from the field. So hasn't been a huge player for the Terriers offensively. But Q gets that one to go. But Sagnia is a very strong defensive player for them. He has 14 blocks on the year in only 16 games. So, and as well as being 10 of 14 from the line. So he gets to the line quite a bit. It's about half as many free throws as field goal attempts. So very physical player for them.
Absolutely. Q hits that second free throw.
So that'll bring us to 23-19. Your Sharks are up. Terriers working it around.
Yeah, you can tell they're going to keep. Deep 3 by number 0 right there.
Gets that one to go.
Wilcox shooting pretty well from three-point on the season, about 36%.
Yep, RJ Green has it now. He's going to give it to Johnson. Johnson's going to call out some action. Keon Burns going to cross across the court. RJ Green with the ball. Keon Burns coming around some screens, gets it. Little pull-up action again, gets it to go. Beautiful little jumper there from Q, and great job adjusting after the Terriers blocked off the initial play.
Q's done a great job bringing that energy. He's got 8 points now in the game.
And it's good to see Q getting hot because we've seen that a little bit at the beginning of the season, and then he sat out and wasn't getting as many minutes. So we'll take whatever that we can get.
Yeah, and monster jam there. Golly.
Baptism.
Roy Clark there trying to bring down the house. RJ Green's going to travel there, and that'll be the Terriers' ball. After that electric dunk from Roy Clark.
Yeah, I hate everything that just happened.
Q can't help but smile after that dunk.
Yeah, but as
Sick.
we were saying in regards to Q, he had that monster game against Mount St. Vincent early in the season and had some injury trouble, but he's now back at full strength, and it's showing in this game. Someone hits the floor. CJ hitting
drawing
the
the
floor
foul.
hard. Looks okay, though, and that'll be Sharks ball now.
You might even be a better actor than me after that one.
And Dan collects the residuals. But 25-24 Sharks now, 6.5 to go. RJ Green has it now in the backcourt. A lot of physical defense back there. He's going to slow things down. As we've noted in previous broadcasts, RJ Green loves to slow things down. Gets it down to Marco, going to the basket. Tough little finish there, and that'll be his first basket of the game.
13 to go for Marco.
Marco will always get his 15.
Very good finish. Just trying to get something
And that's
going.
what we needed from him right now.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, 27-24 Sharks now. Quick shot there.
Man.
Rattles in. That'll be a
Deep
tied
three
ball
there by
game.
They clearly, like you said before the game, have shooters and they like to do it.
Yeah, that's right, Dan. They love to shoot the ball. RJ Green now going to get a pick from CJ Delancey. Little pull-up mid-range. Can't get it to go. Rebound Terriers. They're going to push it up. That's Roy Clark with the ball now. Clark can take it inside. Blocked off by CJ. And RJ Green got in there as well. Great defense by the two of them. Not allowing another dunk there to change the momentum up. That'll be Terriers' ball.
Give CJ his third block of the night.
Looks like
Attaboy.
Michael Myrie inbounding now.
Andre Washington also checked in for RJ Green.
Gets it in. That's going to be Tedrick Wilcox Jr. Wilcox with the three. Can't get it to go. Rebound Burns. Burns going to push it up. Gets it to Jacob Johnson. And he's going to get a travel call there. Jacob Johnson not very pleased with that one. But he's going to turn around and get right back on defense.
I'm not pleased with it either.
Yeah,
It was a bit out of control, granted.
yeah, as you were saying earlier, Joe, they got to tighten up their transition offense.
Yeah, tied ball game here. The Terriers going to get the ball in. They're going to look for another lead in this one. Keon Burns getting ready to defend the man with the ball. Terriers run a pick and roll there. Getting downhill. Off the bottom of the rim, but nice rebound and finish there.
Yeah, Myrie was the one who got down low and put that up and in. But once again, number 11.
Josiah Harris.
Yep, he's down
That
there
big
and he's
man.
playing aggressive. Once again, great putback by him.
Yep. Andre Washington and foul is going to go against CJ Delancey, I believe.
Yep, offensive foul there.
And that's the Sharks with, 3 straight turnovers now?
Yeah, they're getting a little bit jumpy and a little bit nervous, it looks like.
Yeah, and this is where the Sharks have struggled. You know, they're turning the ball over, having really sloppy offensive possessions, aren't even giving themselves a chance to get a shot up. So this is something the Sharks are going to have to deal with. Now, the Sharks only have 6 turnovers in this one compared to the 9 for the Terriers, but the Terriers are up by 2 now, so the Sharks are going to have to tighten things up here offensively. Jake Cook has checked into the game.
Yeah, for CJ, because when CJ got that call, that was his second foul and our 6th. But we also have another quick foul there from Q, which is his first and our 7th, which means that the Terriers are going to the line. Myrie's the one that's going to be shooting 1-1.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how Jake Cook does. This is one of his first games that we've seen of him getting minutes. He's been dealing with some injury trouble all year, and he's a very talented player. He's 6'9". He can shoot the ball, and you see him get a rebound there. He's very agile for that size, and he's put on a lot of strength over the last year or so. So Marco's going to set a screen now. He's going to fake the shot. He's going to try and take it inside. Little Euro step. Gets it batted away. Fight for the rebound. Terriers come up with it. They're going to push it in transition now.
Malitic can't get an inch from that defender.
He was just a bit out of control going into the lane there, too.
Yeah.
Slowing it down up here for the Terriers, number 10, Clark.
Yep. And Tedrick Wilcox will spin in the lane. Goes up for the layup. Gets the lucky roll. And the Terriers take a 4-point lead.
Tedrick Wilcox has 9 points in the game so far, leading the team.
I love that name, Tedrick.
It's very cool.
It's a cool name. Yeah.
Him and Josiah Harris are the 2 players on the Terriers that have played every minute so far this game to go along
and
with
that'll be a foul.
Jacob Johnson on for us.
Yep, and Jake Cook is going to get that foul.
Bunch of quick fouls there on us. It was a 10-5 advantage on our end there, but like you said, 4 turnovers basically with those free throws.
Yeah, gonna have to clean it up here.
Yeah, and they're going to take a timeout here. Hopefully they'll calm down, fix some things up, and we'll be back after the quick break. And we are back. So we got about 3 minutes and 44 seconds left to play in this half. We see Marco Malitic, Jake Cook, Keon Burns, Jacob Johnson, and Andre Washington on for your Sharks. And we saw the Sharks, things got a bit out of hand for them the last couple minutes in this game, and we're going to see if they can recover here. Missed shot there by the Terriers. Rebound Cook. Cook gets it to Washington. Washington going to push it up the floor. Up to Malitic. Malitic over to Burns. Burns for 3. Can't get it to go.
Just missed it, but that's pretty solid transition offense, and they found the shot they wanted.
Yeah, you can't really complain with the shot that they got.
Yeah, anytime we can get Q or Marco shooting those corner threes, I'm there for it.
Love to see it.
Yeah, and Q being back is going to be big for the Sharks team because he's another bona fide shooter that these Sharks don't really have outside of Marco. So his presence in the rotation will be huge. And little 3-ball there, unable to go from our man Tedrick Wilcox.
Shooting with no hesitation.
Yep.
Good help defense there by Jake, though.
Andre Washington has it now. Washington trying to make something happen here. Little curl screen for Marco. Pull up mid-range. A little bit of contact. Gets it to go.
Very nice. Marco does a great job curling off that double screen and is able to find just an inch of space to get the shot off.
Yeah, I think the most creativity we see in Rod Strickland's offense is when Marco can't get going. They try to get something going for him. They run little curls like that. You'd like to see more action for him getting open for 3. We saw that a little earlier for Keon Burns, and Keon Burns was able to make a nice play off of it. But would like to see more of that from Marco.
For sure. That double screen is really the only action we see for him.
Can we just talk about the fantastic defense Jacob Johnson's put on there? What a clinic there. And the Sharks moving up in transition. Andre Washington has it.
Our help D has been super solid probably the last like 10 minutes-ish of gameplay, and it's caused us to get back in this game.
Yeah, especially coming out of that timeout. The Sharks seem to be shading a lot more, and a nice little fake there by Washington. Gets to Maletich, pump fake, puts up the 3. Can't get that one to go. Rebound, Wilcox. But the Sharks do seem to be playing a lot of shading, almost like a little bit of a soft zone when the Terriers get going downhill.
And it helps when you have 5 guys that can cover kind of a bunch of different kind of positions.
Yeah, 5 very mobile players here as Jacob Johnson, nice defense, bats that one away, and that one's going to stay with the Terriers.
He pled his case for it, though.
Yes, he did, but great defense, as we said, from Johnson. We got about a minute and a half left, and there'll be another timeout.
Bet that dude down there for ESPN didn't even get a clear shot of that.
No way.
Up here taking shots on ESPN. Check out my resume, please, on LinkedIn.
Check out his IMDb.
That's even more important.
Daniel Bauer.
Yeah, Dan Bauer.
Dan
please.
Bauer, apologies. Yeah, Dan the Man Bauer.
SAG member since 2015. I got my card up here.
Let's go.
You can see him in shows such as SWAT and Fresh Off the Boat.
Yeah.
And you'll see him in an upcoming movie called Going for Two.
Yes. Maybe even another one in Cleveland in March.
Oh, I got to hear about this one off camera.
Whoa,
this
I should probably know the name of it.
some interesting developments. Well, you can't give away too much to the audience, Dan.
Totally.
Gotta have them come back wanting more.
I know, that'll be on another commercial break.
Kevin Feige calling soon.
Man, I wouldn't be here.
Same,
Actually, I probably would.
same 5 coming out for the Sharks. And the Terriers going to inbound baseline here. Keon Burns going to guard the inbounds. Oh, Jacob Johnson slips and falls. And Wilcox going to take it in on top of Keon Burns. We just witnessed a murder, folks.
Ugh.
Q is just having bad luck down low, honestly.
Man,
That's the
Wilcox,
second
But
one.
what an athletic play from Wilcox,
With
man.
the left hand.
Yeah,
Nasty finish.
He took off, and it looked like he was never going to come down. Looks like the Sharks missed an open Jacob Johnson. Andre Washington going to drive in. A lot of contact, gets it to go, and one.
Didn't like what he saw from the offensive movement, so just took it himself.
Yeah, Andre Washington getting the Sharks back some momentum with this one. Chance for an old-fashioned 3-point play.
Yeah, Josiah Harris is the one picking up the foul there. You can tell he did not like that. But Andre, good shot there on the floor.
Andre's been great from free throw since returning from his injury, about 83%, so very consistent.
Yeah, and Grisby's going to check in here for the Terriers now. He's going to line up down low next to Q. Q last time at the free throw line got a very nice putback. And no need for that one there as Andre Washington gets to go.
Down 1, a minute left to go in the half. Let's see if we can go into halftime with the win here, with the lead here.
Yep, and Sharks showing some press here, but then they're going to fall back a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit of pressure.
They still are applying pressure very high up. You see Andre Washington getting up into the defender way beyond the 3-point line. Little dribble handoff there. Terriers working it around. They're trying to drive up the middle every single time. 6 seconds left on the shot clock. Jay Cook, good defense. Oh, and they're going to give him a foul. Even though the shooter initiated the contact there, they're going to give Jay Cook the foul. And
what else do you feel about the foul?
I feel that Cyrus Grisby is about to go to the line for 2.
Miss them both.
8 for 15 on the season, 53% shooter.
See?
We'll see if that trend continues here. Misses the first.
Oh. A little applause there for us? Yeah, I know. We've used the laughter before, too. I don't think Joe likes that as much as I do. I'd do it way more.
I, too, am a fan of the laugh track.
Real quick shout out to Big Body also here for helping us with the video on this one.
Big time. Shout out Big Body here. Body so big I can't even see the court from where I'm sitting.
I love our setup. I love and hate our setup.
Marco getting it. Out to Burns. He's going to fake it. Try to take it inside. Out to Johnson. Johnson going to put it on the floor. Take it in. Couldn't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Terry's going to come up with it.
Shot clock gone here, boys. Looks like they're going to settle for the last shot.
Got 12 seconds left here. As we said, shot clock is off. Little screen and roll. Oh, Washington hits the deck. Terry's unable to get that one to go. Foul on the floor. That one's going to go Sharks ball.
Yes.
Great job by Jacob Johnson putting his
Free
body
throws.
out there. Yeah, and the Terriers are in the penalty, so the Sharks are going to go to the line for 2. Terriers have 10 fouls.
What's better than Jacob Johnson at the foul line? I'll wait.
Nothing tonight.
Yeah, nothing tonight, but I wouldn't mind seeing a couple Marco Maletich threes.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So we got 2 seconds left in this half. Jacob Johnson, 6 points, 4 rebounds, 2 steals. Going to the line, seeing if he can get 2 more. He's 2 of 4 from the line today. That one rattles out, so the Sharks' chance to time this one before half are gone. No laugh track there for Jacob Johnson, unfortunately.
Never. Unless, wait, I was going to say the putback move here.
Johnson taking a deep breath, puts that one up, can't get it to go, and long shot there, and that one's going into the stands, and that one's almost hit the Paramount Theater. But that'll take us to half. Your Sharks are down 34-32 going into the second half, and we'll be back after a short break. This is the Base Network. Thank you for watching. All right, so welcome to our halftime coverage. Your Sharks are down 32-34. Now, Cooper, what are you hoping to see from the Sharks in the second half?
I'm hoping to see some three-point attempts. We've only attempted 2, haven't made one yet, and that's been tough to see. Marco is our best three-point shooter. He's only gotten 1 off, so let's see if we can get him hot. And another thing for me is the free throw shooting. So far, we're just shooting 53.3%, which is kind of a trend, honestly. We are first in the NEC with 20 free throw attempts per game, but we're also last in free throw percentage with 62.2%. So it's going to be a matter of getting to the line more and see if we can see some more fall.
Yeah, the Sharks as a whole are 336th in the country in free throw percentage, so not a very pretty figure for us, but yeah, I kind of agree with the three-point shooting. Now, the Sharks are kind of getting ran off the line here, and they are being absolutely hounded in the paint. But I think what some of the Sharks are doing really well is trying to use that mid-range area. Now, we've seen Andre Washington take a couple mid-rangers. We've seen Keon Burns capitalize well. So I think just taking more smart shots, taking what the defense gives you has been really helpful for the Sharks, and I'd like to see that trend continue. Yeah,
I agree, and it's just going to be a matter of slowing down, playing our pace, and finding those high percentage shots that you were talking about. Right now, we're shooting just about 40% from the field, which isn't the best, and we'll see if we can increase that in the second half.
Yeah, and I think that more presence from our bigs would also be really helpful. Now, Delancey has 6 points here, but Jake Cook and Sheikh Nadai, while only combining for 6 minutes, haven't even put up a shot. So, having that inside presence would be really helpful against this team, this Francis team that doesn't have a whole lot of size to it compared to these Sharks. But, yeah, I think that about wraps up what I'd like to say, Coop.
Yeah, I think that so far Q has been our guy. He's got 8 points and 5 boards, including 3 offensive. So he's kind of been our spark plug. So we'll see if his energy can rub off on the rest of the team.
Agreed. So now Dan the Man Bauer going to hand the mic off to Kevin Big Body Burns for some of his expert analysis. You're on. Kevin is refusing. Kevin is absolutely refusing.
We put him on the spot.
To take
it's important to note.
So far on the game, the Sharks, they've been playing a pretty solid game so far. They've been able to keep it close, but at the free throw line, that's really where they've been struggling today. You've seen it all year from them. That's something that really just needs to be changing out here. You have technicals and you're missing free throws. They were in foul trouble the whole game. You just got to be making those free throws. It really comes down to that at the end of the day. Saw the same thing with the Wagner game. It was an 8-point game, and the free throw battle is really what killed them.
Yeah, and one lineup that I'd like to see Coach Strickland put out, whether it's this game, next game, any game, is I'd really like to see a lineup that involves one of the guards, whether it's Green or Johnson, combined with Marco Maletich, Keon Burns, and Jake Cook. I'd like to see that. I think that puts their 3 best shooters out there. And you could pair that with either Delancey or Nadai up front, or do both guards with Green and Johnson and Washington. So, I'd like to see Coach Strickland put out some of those, the best shooting lineups that he could, especially against a team like this that's been absolutely running them off the line. But I guess we'll see what Coach Strickland opts to do in this next half. Jay Cook only logging 5 minutes and Nadai only getting 1. So.
Yeah, I think that's an important thing. And now that you have those more healthy players and more depth to your lineup, you have the freedom to experiment with your lineup. And I think that could be a very beneficial thing for this team, and just see some different looks, keep the defense on their feet, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, and so we're seeing our Sharks now beginning to take the court, take some warm-ups. Marco Maletich taking some early free throws. So we're going to flip the camera back over, watch them for a few minutes, and we'll be back after a short break. This break in the action is brought to you by the LIU Marketing Society. For individuals looking for experience in digital marketing, creative advertisements, and graphic design, this is the club for you. It looks great in your resume. Meetings are at 5 p.m. on Wednesdays. For more information, DM at LIU Marketing Society. That's at LIU Marketing Society on Instagram. Or join the E-Club in presence. Thank you to LIU Marketing Society. All right, and we are back here coming in from half. As y'all can see, 34-32, the Sharks are down, and we're going to be switching sides here. We talked about our keys at half, and, we obviously want the Sharks to come out with a dub. This would be their first win against a Division I opponent this year. They're 2-15 overall in the year. So this could potentially be a very big game for the Sharks and perhaps a turning point in the season if they could pull this one out.
Absolutely. I think we're coming for that conference championship if we win this one.
I can visualize it right now.
I could see Marko Maletic at center court holding up the trophy.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I'm glad we're all on the same page here. Again, it's just like you said, we've come to know this team and come to know these games, and it would just feel good, and I'd feel good for the team, honestly.
Yeah, they've faced a lot of adversity early on here as Washington gets it to Delancey, out to Johnson, handoff to Washington, working it around. Washington loses the ball. Burns comes up with it, back to Washington.
Marko open in the corner for a sec there.
And he doesn't get it, and he kind of sulks for a minute, but that's all right. Washington gets it. He's going to try and work on his defender. Gets it into Delancey. Delancey goes up. Nice little hook shot. Gets the lucky bounce. That'll be a tied ball game.
Should have had a +1 as well.
Yeah, great finish there over the big body.
Shout out Kevin Burns. But yeah, just a reminder, Joseph Simile here with Dan the Man Bauer, Cooper the Dragon Albers, and Kevin Big Body Burns on the tech. And Keon Burns getting the steal there. Pretty big body himself. Back to Jacob Johnson, who tries to go to throw down the hammer, but he'll be fouled there, and he'll go to the line for 2. Jacob Johnson, absolutely no fear attacking that basket as he gets fouled by Josiah Harris.
Much better transition offense there. Got 3-on-1, just passing it well.
I think too, if we're gonna go with nicknames, and if Cooper's gonna be the Dragon, I'm gonna write some. I'm gonna workshop some in. And we'll see what we're gonna go. Just
It can change
We'll see
every
what
game.
sticks.
all right. If it's a per game basis, I'll have a list there.
Jacob Johnson getting ready for some free throws. Gets that one to go. That'll bring him to 3-7 on the day, and that'll give the Sharks a lead.
Finally sees one fall there. See if he can hit the second one as well.
Yeah, missed his last few. I believe his last 3. So see if he can make it 2 for 2 of this trip. And can't get it to go, a little short there. That'll be rebounded by Clark.
The struggles from the free throw line continue for both Johnson and the team as a whole.
Yep, and the Terriers working it around now. That'll be Marino for 3. He gets that one to go. That'll put him on the board. His first bucket of the day.
Ooh, be careful there with that pass, Q. Moreno almost stole that one there on that end.
Moreno's coming off a very strong game, having his career high 24 points along with 6 assists in his last game against Sacred Heart.
Yep, and Andre Washington has it now. He's going to work it down to CJ Delancey. Delancey is the one-on-one down low. He's going to take a little fade. Can't get it to go. Rebound, Johnson.
Johnson
going to take it in. Gets blocked by Harris, I believe. And Terriers will come up with it. So a little tough possession there by the Sharks. Got a couple looks inside, but couldn't get anything out of it. Nice pass out to the corner. The Terriers got some good ball movement going. Wilcox loses that one, and that's going to stay with the Terriers.
Oof.
Keon Burns not happy with that one. Felt that one was going to be off of Tendrick Wilcox.
They passed up a couple open looks there, it appeared to me.
Yeah, some great ball movement there from the Terriers.
Yeah, but maybe a little too good, as they definitely did pass up a couple open looks.
Yeah, just nobody was selfish on that play.
Yep, Wilcox, a little physical take, kicks it out. It's going to be Marino in the corner. Marino going to try and work it in on Maletich. Maletich staying strong, good defense, and phantom foul there on Maletich. He's not happy with that one. Andre Washington calling for a Sharks huddle now, and he's showing some of that great leadership that we know he has, calling a quick huddle there for the Sharks, trying to get his team under control, and trying not to let this one get out of hand here as the Terriers go into the line for 2 with a chance to bring their lead up to 4.
Moreno shooting 83% from the free throw line, so a very consistent free throw shooter this season.
And he'll get ready for the first. Can't get it to go.
Smokes it.
Yeah, Marino 3 points and 3 rebounds on the day. 2 rebounds on the day, with 2 fouls on turnover in 8 minutes. Marino can't get the second to go. Rebound Delancey, so big couple misses there. That's going to be big for the Sharks.
Shout out to Delancey there, too, because he was almost prepping for the miss. He had that guy boxed out before the ball even hit the rim.
Yep, great job there by Delancey. Hands it off to Washington. Washington takes it inside, loses it, and that'll be a turnover on Washington.
Stolen there by Moreno.
Gotta limit the dribbles down low in the paint. Very easy to pick.
And the Terriers working the ball around now in the corner. And Keon Burns, great steal. Keon Burns is absolutely everywhere, all over the court this game. And he's going to take it inside, and he's going to get a little bounce pass to Delancey. Didn't know where he was going with that one, and Delancey smokes the layup.
Smokes it.
But Keon Burns, 8 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals, all leading the Sharks.
Yeah, he's been great this game, bringing a lot of energy. Just a little bit too much energy, though, on that transition take.
Yeah, Grisby working it inside and gets that one to go. Tough finish.
I'll give him those 2 then.
Yeah, Burns going to give it in to Washington. Washington going to bring it up the court.
Let's see if we can slow down this offense and limit some of those turnovers.
St. Francis Brooklyn cheerleading squad putting in some noise in this crowd
I
here.
was going to say, making it seem louder than it is.
Loud and proud.
Yep. Washington has it now. The Sharks doing a whole lot of nothing above the three-point line right now.
A little bit too slow this time.
Yeah. Gets it into Delancey at the elbow. Out to Burns. 1 second to go for the three. Gets it to go.
On for 3.
39-38 Terriers.
That gives Keon Burns 11 points on the game.
And our first 3-point of the game, fellas. Here
That's
we go.
right, Dan. First three-pointer made this game.
Good look by Delancey to get Q open out there, though.
Good patient offense.
Sharks got to get going a little earlier in the shot clock, though. Q not having a whole lot of time to get that one up.
Because of that whole lot of nothing.
Clark gets the three to go. He answers.
Good shot there from Clark. No hesitation.
Yeah, Washington has it now. Getting the screen from Delancey. He's going to take it to the free throw line. Gets it out to Marco. Marco going to try and work it in. Marco, Euro step, little floater. Gets it to go and the foul. Marco going to the line for one more.
Very good finish there from Marco. Just able to get enough space to soar right over top of the defense.
Yep.
And that was one that he called for and he wanted. And I'm glad that his little Euro step worked there and he got that floater in.
Yeah, great body control there to get that one in over DeAndre Howell South and to get the foul. He's going to the line for one more. After this quick break, we'll be right back. This is the Base Network. This break in the action is brought to you by the LIU Marketing Society. For individuals looking for experience in digital marketing, creative advertisements, and graphic design, this is the club for you. It looks great in your resume. Meetings are at 5 p.m. on Wednesdays. For more information, DM at LIU Marketing Society. That's at LIU Marketing Society on Instagram. Or join the E-Club in presence. Thank you to LIU Marketing Society. So we have Marco Malatic going to the line to add one more to the scoreboard after his and one here. And the Sharks are fighting back in this one, 42-40. Got about 15 minutes left. And what do you think that we're seeing from this fight, Cooper?
I'm seeing them come out strong in the second half, which is kind of a surprise. They usually come out pretty flat in the second half and let the other team run away with it a little bit. So it's nice to see them fighting back.
Yeah, and Marco gets that one to go. That'll hopefully cure some of his free throw troubles that he's had. We saw him miss 2 technical free throws earlier in this one. And Sharks putting some pressure on the Terriers full court here. Strickland sure does love that full court press.
Marco only needs 8 more points too, gentlemen.
Oh, good aggressive defense there by Washington. Come up with the steal, but he's going to go out of bounds with it.
Just tips it out of his hands.
He's been playing really tight D all night, and you can tell a few times where he's gotten some pokes. When we get those points off of it, it's, again, just momentum swinger.
Yeah, all season, really. Andre Washington plays very good aggressive defense and doesn't foul a whole lot. And speaking of fouls, that one will be on Keon Burns. Keon Burns loves to keep me going in the flow of conversation, let me tell you.
Yeah, that was a bummer foul. We didn't need it on that side of the court with not much going on either.
No, that'll be the Sharks' second of the half. And Terriers advance it in the front court.
Clark
Terry's
slow it down here.
Yep, Terry's going to take their time getting something to go here. Clark a little lackadaisical here. And as we said, Andre Washington getting right up into his man here. Great defense in the lane. Can't get that one to go. CJ Delancey got the rebound. And a lot of contact there. That'll be a foul on the floor. And that'll be on the Terriers. I believe that'll be on number 5, Marino.
What I loved about that was CJ had cleared the rebound and was basically throwing bows saying, get away from me, and Moreno kept poking. And when the foul was called, CJ looked right at him.
Yeah, CJ knew what he had to do there, and he got it done. So now the Sharks will have an opportunity to take the lead here. If they can get a bucket on this end.
Terriers matching on that little press that they got going here.
Yep. Inbound went to Burns, then to Washington. Washington going to bring it across the timeline here. Some really tough defense here from the Terriers, and Andre Washington not backing down. Tries to get to Delancey, turns it over, but that'll be out of bounds. But they're going to say it's going to be Terriers' ball, so it's going to be off the Sharks.
Yeah, I think they actually called a foul. Yeah, foul there on Andre Washington.
Ah, gotcha.
That was a good idea on the extra pass, just the arms were a little too long. Couldn't
Yeah,
get through.
CJ was open too, so like you said, if it just could have been there.
Yep, we got Marco guarding the inbounder here full court, and he's going to fall back after the pass. So now the Terriers going to take this one up. Shout out Kevin Big Body Burns with the great camel work. And the Terriers.
Oh, wow.
Wow, a lot of steps there.
2 or 3 missed travels on that one, according
Yeah.
to my count.
Yeah, Roy Clark there getting creative. And speaking of creative, Keon Burns with the Euro step gets fouled, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Way to run the floor from Keon Burns.
Yeah, Keon Burns has, I would say, been the Sharks' best player today.
Oh, he's been our
Definitely.
guy tonight for sure. Our spark plug.
Yeah, and 11 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and 3 steals, leading the team in points, rebounds, and steals.
Fun little interaction there between the ref on the near side of the court and Marco too, as he told him twice that there was a travel with the motion, and the ref basically being like, "Get to the free throw line."
And RJ Green going to check in for Marco now. Got about 14 minutes left to go here. We got a tied ball game. And Keon Burns cannot give the Sharks the lead with that one. Rims out.
Free throw struggles continue.
Correct.
And Clark's going to bring the ball up for the Terriers. Working it around now. A little pick and roll action. 3 from Wilcox. Gets it to go.
Yeah, man,
Brutal.
as soon as he threw that one up, you knew it was good.
Yep.
That gives him his second three-pointer of the game.
Yep, Tedrick Wilcox had that great dunk earlier in the game as well. And
Technical on him.
yeah, he'll pick up the technical. So Sharks going to the line. Keon Burns here going to the line. Keon Burns, not too many free throws taken this season, but going into this game, 44%, and gets it up there a little bit.
Did either of you two happen to see what caused the technical?
No, I didn't see it.
No, big body was unfortunately in my way.
Big Body
And,
also did not see it.
Burns gets that one to rim out.
Whatever.
Must have been just a sly comment or something. It was pretty quick.
Yeah, and the Terriers bench also didn't care for it.
Yeah, the refs don't have a quick whistle today, except when it comes to those technicals.
That's the second one of the night, I believe.
Yep, second one on the Terriers. First one went off against the coach Brakia.
And we have been 1 of 4 on those free throws.
Yeah, the free throw struggles have been a big issue for the Sharks in this game.
Yeah, Johnson has the ball up top now. Going to get it to Green. Green going to take it inside. A couple steps there. Can't get the finish. Oh! Andre Washington climbs the ladder on the putback. My goodness.
Love to
Put
see
back
it.
dunk. Dude's got bunnies.
A 5'11" Washington monster dunk.
Might be
And-
5'11", but he gets up.
And draws the foul with a chance to give the Sharks the lead. What a great momentum play there from Washington. He's hyped. The Sharks are hyped. And the Sharks now have the
Finishes it off.
lead.
Let's go.
Gets his free throw to fall. That's our best free throw shooter. Let's hope his luck at the line rubs off on the rest of the team.
Kevin said he learned it from him.
I believe it. Kevin's been in those practices. He's showed off what he can do.
Gives the Sharks a 1-point lead, and I'm hoping we can see some momentum building from that. Let's keep this lead.
13 and a half minutes to go. Let's see if the Sharks can close out strong now after that one. Keon Burns pokes that one away. Terriers recover.
Very tight defense up top from RJ Green.
Yep. And he's going to switch off with Johnson now. Johnson going to guard Wilcox as he goes inside, and he gets fouled.
Man. You going to call one on CJ? No.
Clark, apologies. That was
on
Clark.
Jacob Johnson.
So Clark going to the line now.
It's the first foul on Jacob Johnson. That's 4 for us. And the Terriers already have 6 fouls, too, which is interesting. We're only 7 minutes in.
Yeah, the Terriers were quick getting the bonus last half as well. They had, 10 fouls last half?
Yeah, a decent amount. But it seems like the whistles are a little bit more frequent this half.
Yeah, but Clark misses that one, so Sharks are going to hold on to this lead so far. We'll see if he can tie it up with the second one.
Clark's just a 70% free throw shooter on the season.
Yeah, Clark averaging about 4 points per game. Gets that one to go, so that'll tie up the game here. RJ Green has the ball now, going to bring it across the timeline. He's going to get it to Delancey.
The Terriers have ramped up their pressure.
Yep, and their bench is chanting defense along with their cheerleaders.
Oh.
Down low to Delancey. Nice little finish there.
Incredible pass there from RJ Green.
It absolutely was. And CJ fought through that defender to make sure and gain control and put that up for an easy
Yep,
two.
fought through the contact, no whistle. And now the Terriers are going to try to answer.
That gives CJ Delancey 10 points on the night.
Yep, and as we said, we want to see more of that presence from CJ, and I think we've seen it as one of the Terriers hits the floor. That's going to be Grisby, and looks like that's going to be a foul on Jacob Johnson.
2 quick fouls there by Jacob. But you can tell Coach Strickland likes the lineup we have out there right now.
Yeah, not worrying too much about the fouls on the court. Liking the energy he's seeing from this squad. Appears the foul call was on the ground. They thought it was on the shot.
And the Sharks not in the bonus yet, so Terry's going to take this one side out. And it's going to go into Clark, apologies. Ooh. RJ Green tried to come up with a quick steal there, and Bethea is going to capitalize with a little mid-range pull-up. That'll bring him up to 4 points. And Delancey has the ball at the top again, gets to Johnson. Johnson to Green. Green to Burns. Burns going to try and take it inside. A lot of contact. And
Eventually
Terry's
stolen
gonna,
by Wilcox.
Yep, Wilcox going to come up with that ball. Going to give it to Clark.
Tough defense down low. There were about 4 bodies there when Q went in.
Yeah, a lot of contact down low, but ref's going to let him play it out. And RJ Green going to play some good defense here. Cross-court pass. Little floater there, able to go, so that'll give the Terriers a 2-point lead.
Yeah, Bethea with another quick bucket there that gives them 2-point lead again.
Yeah, Bethea getting some minutes here in the second half. Bethea, their 4th leading scorer, averaging about 8 points a game. So he's coming alive here in the second. Delancey gets it, a little 180 finish there.
CJ's taking advantage of his size difference there this half so far.
Yeah, as he should. That's something that we love to see out of Delancey, is taking advantage of his size down low and his athleticism.
And they're looking for him too, because even on that pick, he was boxing out ready to go.
Yep. He's very good at using his body to gain positioning down low. Nice little spin move there, and good finish there by Marino.
It was Grisby.
Oh, Grisby, apologies.
Regardless, though, we got shots falling so far in this half.
Yeah, they're picking up some momentum here.
Yeah, both teams trading baskets at the moment. Terrier hits the floor. Keon Burns has it. He's going to get the screen, work it around to Washington. Washington trying to get it inside. Out to Johnson. Pass gets poked away. And Bethea's going to get the steal, and that'll be a foul. Still Terriers' ball.
Very back and forth game here. Multiple lead changes.
Yep, and we're going to get a timeout, so we're going to take a quick break ourselves. It's the Base Network. Joseph Simley, joined by Dan the Man Bauer, Cooper the Dragon Albers, and Kevin Big Body Burns.
couldn't we be doing volleyball?
What's up?
We have a perfect setup for volleyball.
What do you mean? Oh, yeah.
Why couldn't that be the same court size?
Basketball.
Yeah, I'll be sick though.
I was thinking about it. It's men's volleyball then? What? The men's volleyball team?
Yes, their season's just starting.
Did you see my message? Yeah, I'd have to look at the schedule. I also don't know dick about volleyball. Me either. That's why I told you guys.
Yeah, I don't know anything, so I'm just going to score it.
All right, we're coming back from that timeout. Your Sharks are down 50-52, about 10 minutes left to play in this half, and we're keeping it close here. We're definitely seeing perhaps the most close game that we've seen so far here on the Base Network, and a lot of that's thanks to Keon Burns. You know, Keon Burns leading the Sharks in points with 13, rebounds with 6, and steals with 3.
Yeah, Keon's been a stud tonight.
Yeah, so great performance by him, and the Terriers are going to have the ball now, and they're going to bring it up slowly, and we have another whistle.
Oh, offensive foul call there, it seems.
Yeah, offensive foul, it looks like, so that'll be Sharks ball.
Again, talking about the whistle disparity. There we go.
Disparity.
You found it.
I know English, but we talked about early in the first half, they were just kind of letting these dudes roll around on the floor. But this half, we've had a lot of whistles very quickly and in succession as well.
Yeah, that one on DeAndre Howell South, and RJ Green going to take it in. A lot of contact.
No
that one's going to... Nope, not even a jump ball, but that'll be out of bounds, so that'll be Sharks ball. So they'll get another chance at it with 19 seconds left on the shot clock. Shek Nadai in now over CJ Delancey for the Sharks. Marco Malatic trying to get the ball, and he's angry that he didn't get that one from Green. Who gets into Nadai, into Burns, can take it inside. Nice finish by Keon Burns.
Lefty finish.
That's what I was going to say. Glad he switched it up there.
Yeah, our local lefty Cooper, the Dragon Albert, is happy about that one.
Let's go.
Yeah, so Clark going to have the ball now up top. He's going to try and work it around, make something happen. Gives it to Grisby. Gives it to Bethea. Bethea going to try and take it inside. Out to Grisby. He's going to fake it. He's going to give it to Wilcox. Wilcox going to try and make a move. He's going to kick it out to Grisby. He's going to fake it a couple times. Take it inside. And gets it and the foul.
Nadai just a second late and had to compensate for being behind him.
Yep, unfortunately, kind of bit a bit too hard on that pump fake, and once he was traveling behind, I was wondering if he'd try to kind of change up his positioning to go for the block, but it was never really there.
Yeah, so Grisby going to go to the line, 53% free throw shooter here, and 1 for 2 on the day. Make that 2 for 3.
3-point lead there for the Terriers would be good for the Sharks to get a bucket here and kind of get themselves back up in composure.
Yeah, RJ Green has it, going to hand it off to Malatic. Malatic going to take it hard inside. Little floater, gets it to go.
He has that shot in his bag.
Yeah,
Floater's been there for him a couple times today.
That floater's a real weapon for him, and it's something that he relies on when he can't get things going from the outside, which he hasn't been able to today. Only 1 attempt, and he did not make it. So that'll make it 9 points from Malatic.
6 left.
We're getting there.
So Clark going to have it now. He's going to get it down low. It's going to be Grisby. He's going to try and work in on the Dae. Grisby, lifted a pivot, it looked like. He's going to give it inside. And, we got a wedgie. We got a wedgie. Deontay Howell-Smith, first wedgie of the season here on the Base Network.
Let's go.
Beautiful.
Love to see it.
That's some good basketball right there, folks.
Love to see it because that's an easy 2 points he should have had as well.
Yep. That is perhaps the best part of any basketball game is the wedgie in a close game. Unless
you are the shooter, that is very embarrassing.
Yes, but the Sharks will definitely take it because he did have a good look. And a lot of contact there on the floor, Grisby and Ndaye. And they're going to send Grisby to the line for 2.
Shek picked up a quick 4th foul there.
Yeah, I don't know about that one, but there's a reason I'm not wearing the white and black down on the court, I guess. So Nadai going to get a quick lesson from Coach Strickland here. Interested to see if he'll stay in the game with 9 minutes left.
No one's checking in yet, but he has 1 foul for every minute he's played so far in this game.
Yeah, Delancey only has 2, but he might want to save Delancey, get some of that energy for late game spurt.
Yeah,
And
we
yep.
also have Jake Cook available because his little run there at the end of the first half had us in a nice spot.
Yep, and he'll knock down the first one, so that'll make it a 2-point game. And Grisby makes the second. So that'll make it a 3-point game here. A little under 9 minutes left to go. So RJ Green backdoor to Miletich with the floater, gets it to go.
Great cut there by Marco.
Yeah, fantastic cut. Taking what the defense gives him.
4 points left.
1-point game here. And the Terriers can take their time. Clark with the ball now. He's going to work it around to Grisby. Grisby with the fake. Grisby with another fake. Grisby going up for the mid-range. Can't get it to go. Keon Burns fighting for the rebound and comes up with it.
Nadai down low on the outlet.
Moves it up to Nadai, who cannot hang on.
It was a fun sequence of events to watch because Nadai played good, patient defense there. He wasn't going to let him blow past him.
Yeah,
and
but
also he's playing a little careful with the 4 fouls. But then I think they just saw him a smidge too late there because he was streaking on the floor and he wanted it.
yeah, Nadai looking like a Giants receiver dropping that one, though.
Man, I was going to bring that up earlier, but you guys sure took down the most mediocre 13-win team in NFL history this weekend.
Well, I'm personally not a Giants fan, but it was definitely a great game. Big Body is a Giants fan, and speaking of Big Body, Clark getting the basket there.
Yeah, I'm a Vikings fan, so that was a bummer. Granted, I was working, so I didn't see it.
You're a Vikings fan.
Skull.
How'd that one come up?
Because there's no pro team in Nebraska.
Right on.
Yeah, so there's either from the western part of the state, there's a lot of Broncos fans. Eastern part of the state, there's a lot of Chiefs fans, and or just a mixture of any NFC North team. So Packers, Vikings, Bears.
So how'd you arrive on Vikings?
When my family moved to what I call my hometown when I was in first grade, first 2 friends I met were from North Dakota and Minnesota, respectively, so they were Vikings fans. And that year they went 15-1 with Randy Moss's rookie season with Randall Cunningham, and I was kind of set from there. I'll give my pops credit for letting his one and only son be a Vikings fan.
Yeah, I was
He
going to say,
himself
what
is
is...
a Packers fan.
Oh, Big Body Brad is a Packers fan, huh?
So it's always been a fun little thing between us.
How cheesy.
Like his dad jokes there.
That was an homage to Big Body Brad Bauer.
One of my favorite moments between him and I was when Brett Favre signed with the Vikings. My dad, who likes sports but doesn't take anything like very personally, was not a fan of seeing Brett in the purple. So I immediately picked up a Brett Favre Vikings jersey.
Oh, there you go.
Came home for spring break from my first turnaround in college. Walked into his house and he looked at me and he said, "Get out of my house." And I thought he was joking. I laughed just like you guys did, and he said no. So I had to walk out of the house, take off the jersey before I could re-enter my house for spring break. Wow.
Yeah, and I'm sure you very fondly remember the first ever Super Bowl and perhaps even the first ever NFL game.
For what?
Just in general.
Of watching any of them or what?
Just like, the first game ever
I had
played.
to figure out what you were getting at.
You know, when they kicked without shoes on type of thing?
No, it was the leather helmets.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I
No
remember.
face mask.
Yeah,
The ball that isn't quite the right shape.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
It was black and white back then.
That's it. Yeah, it was just a smidge before my time. I remember.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you were still in diapers during that time,
Yeah,
huh?
I do remember the merger though.
Oh, okay.
So it was a good time. You could feel that football was really butting into an American sport. I, for one, still believe that stickball, baseball, should be real America's pastime.
As do I.
Well, yeah, of course, Dan was around during the Murderers Row Yankees, so...
What a sight to see.
He saw
what a
Polo
sight
Grounds.
to hear. Yeah.
What
over
a
the
sight
radio.
to hear. Dan was actually there when Babe Ruth called his shot in Wrigley Field.
I didn't believe he was going to do it. Should have bet the over on Babe's career.
The Sharks are back out on the court now. Got Marco Maletich, CJ Delancey, RJ Green. Who else we got out there? We got Jacob Johnson and Q. Yeah, Dan was blocking my view there a little bit. And a quick whistle now.
Both teams in the bonus from here on out.
Ooh, they called it offensive.
Yeah, refs had to deliberate on that one. Marco was dumbfounded.
Yeah, what a weird discussion to have there. Love how Marco, and it's that same ref that Marco keeps talking to as well.
Yeah, it's I didn't even quite get what was the occurrence there, but
Regardless, RJ Green gets his second foul, and that's the 9th team foul for us. So one more, and they're shooting 2.
yeah, nice little mid-range pull-up there. Unable to go, though, and fight for the rebound. That one's going to be Sharks' ball. I think Sharks got a little lucky on that one, but we'll take it.
See, I almost thought there should have been a foul there on Grisby.
Yeah,
Maybe that's just because I want free throws.
Do we?
Yeah, do we?
Touche, because we are 56.5% from free throw percentage right now, 13 of 23.
Yeah, a
10
little
missed
over
free
1
throws.
point per possession on the free throws. Is less than ideal, but RJ Green has it now at the top of the key. Delancey, nice
good
little
cut.
spin move there. And missed the layup, but there is a whistle on the floor.
Great cut there from Delancey.
I agree.
Yeah, Delancey looking more reminiscent of Justin Jefferson there. Nice little move there to evade the defender.
Man, just keep bringing it up, huh? He didn't even break the single season receiving record like I thought he was going to.
Delancey going to the line for 2. Gets that one.
Delancey 3 of 3 from free throw today. One of our more consistent shooters from the line.
Yep, and that'll bring Delancey up to 13 points. And can't get that one to go. Long rebound.
That makes it 11 missed free throws on the game for the Sharks.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's been the tail of the tape this season for the Sharks. Is the free throws have been absolutely brutal. Terriers now trying to work the ball around, kicking out to Howell. Can't get that one to go. Rebound Delancey. Gets it to Green.
We'll keep giving them those shots if they're going to miss them.
Yeah, Green's going to take his time getting up the court. And Sharks unsure what they want to do here.
Yeah,
Gets it
CJ
to
went up to
Delancey.
set the screen, and Coach Strickland immediately called
Yep.
back from it.
And
Oh,
Q
nice.
coming up with that one after the errant pass, and he'll take advantage of that one.
Yep, fortunate 2 points for us there.
That
Yeah.
gives Q 17 on the game.
And that'll give us a tie game here, 59-59, with about 6.5 to play. So Sharks keeping it close. Let's see if the Sharks can pull out ahead, though. They're going to need to stop here, and RJ Green going to pick up a foul.
The refs are very active on the screens and handoffs.
Yeah. Definitely a much quicker whistle than we saw in the first half.
Yeah,
sure.
it was clearly their halftime huddle included that. They're like, hey, should we call more fouls?
You know, I have this whistle around my neck. I don't know how it got there.
Give it a shot.
Yeah, let's see what this thing can do. And Clark is going to make that free throw. That'll give the Terriers a 1 point lead. Let's see if Clark can make it 2. He can.
So that's what it's like to hit both free throws.
Dan hasn't seen that since they introduced colored television.
Since they introduced the 3-point line.
Since they shot free throws underhand.
Rick Barry style?
Yeah. Now Andre Washington going to fake a little pull-up, take it inside, a lot of contact, gets it to go. What a fantastic finish by Andre Washington.
You can see that kind of happening where he's like, do I pass this to CJ or not? The last second decides to throw it up kind of backwards, but it goes in. Lucky bounce from there.
Yeah, great touch there by Washington. Washington has had a lot of big momentum plays here for the Sharks. We remember that putback dunk earlier, which was just incredible.
Sick.
Might have been his season's highlight.
Oh, for sure. He's got 12 tonight, so he's been.
And
great
Wilcox
for us.
floats that one up and over. Can't get it to go. Andre Washington now trying to push it up. Gets the screen from Delancey, but he's going to call something out for his team. And Johnson's going to come up at the top of the key. The Sharks run a lot of these actions where they'll kind of have CJ and Jacob Johnson both set at the elbow. One will set the screen, and the other will just kind of stand there. And Andre Washington pull up mid-range. Can't get it to go. Keon Burns fight for the rebound. Good try there. Oh, and comes up with the steal.
Huge steal there by Q on our side of the court.
Q has been everywhere tonight. He's been incredible.
Yeah, the Sharks going to reset here, try and get another good possession. And Andre Washington getting the screen. He's going to hand it off to Q. Q going to get the screen from Delancey. Q, nice little move there. Going to get inside. A lot of contact. Throws it up to Delancey. Little hop step. A lot of contact. Gets blocked. That'll stay on the Shark side.
Regardless, it was a good dish there by Q to give Delancey a shot.
Yeah, a lot of physicality going on inside, and the ref's just going to let him play down there.
I think it's worth noting that Q just earned his 4th steal on the night, which is very
Incredible.
impressive.
Like you said, he's been everywhere.
Yep, and Delancey is on the floor. He's hurt very badly, and he's going to hold it. He's holding his left knee.
Problem I have there
Trainer out on the floor.
is how Q saw that and just pointed it out and didn't throw it in when the play was still going.
Yeah, but
He looks out for his team.
All right.
yeah,
I'll take
Q
it.
was not happy. The refs did not stop play there as Delancey took a big hit, and he's going to try and walk it off. He's
They're
going to talk it
reviewing
over Q. Yeah, the ref's going to look on the monitor for something. I'm unsure what they're looking for. Yeah, so they might be reviewing for a foul or perhaps even a 5-second violation. Unsure. But I guess we'll get word on that when they conclude here. Sharks keeping the game tied 61-61. Less than 5 to go here. And as you said, Keon Burns having a fantastic game. 17 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals, and a block. So just phenomenal game from Q here.
Yeah, he's been our guy for the entire game. He's been everywhere.
Yeah, Q is one of the few returning players here on the Sharks team, and he's having a great game so far. I mean, he has a career high in steals already this game. Previous career high was 2. His career high was set in the earlier game against Mount St. Vincent with 20, so we'll see if he can surpass that. And let's see what the ruling is on the field here.
Well, the
on
fact
the
that we're
court,
getting
rather.
underneath the basket means they didn't call a foul on anybody.
Looks like the ball's going to stay with the Sharks as Delancey wobbles off the floor.
Q, our designated inbounder.
Yep, Nadai going to check in for him.
It's a bummer for CJ. You can tell that left knee's been bothering him a couple times we've seen them this year.
Yeah, he got real banged up on that play. And a nice little play there to get Andre Washington inside. Can't finish the layup. Q with the offensive board and finishes. Keon Burns is making his impact felt on this game.
4th offensive rebound and 19th point. This man is on fire.
That means Q is 1 basket away from a new career high here. And the Terriers are going to take a timeout down to 4.5 left to play here. We're going to take a quick break ourselves. Thank you for watching the Base Network. right, we are back here. Sharks have a side out inbound, or excuse me, the Terriers have a side out inbound. Sharks are up 63-61 after the big bucket from Keon Burns. And looks like Clark has the ball now. And, nice move to get past Washington. Johnson in there, draws the charge.
Negative.
They called a blocking foul. I don't know about that one.
Seems like he was just a little bit late there.
That's what I'm with Coach Strickland. You can tell that he was looking at Jacob kind of how to position that. And just like he said, he either didn't get there, he just didn't quite get set for it.
So that'll tie up the game with that bucket. And now the Terriers go on the line for a chance to take the lead. And this is Myrie. And he gets it to go. Myrie only 8 minutes this game. That was his first point, along with a rebound and assist. Andre Washington has it now, gets the screen from the Daye, swings it around. Keon Burns has it now, over to Washington. Malatic getting face guarded right now, can't even get a lick of space. Andre Washington, nice little hesitation. Poked away, and Washington recovers, and he's getting absolutely hounded. A lot of contact, nothing called. Keon to Johnson, also a lot of contact, and in transition there, a lot of contact and blocking foul.
Yeah, once again, just a little bit late there. Tried to draw the charge, but he was running with him and couldn't quite get in front.
Yeah, Jacob Johnson, though, got absolutely bodied on one of those passes. I'm surprised no foul was called, as the Terriers were able to tip that one away.
Yeah, there were a few opportunities to be called a foul there. That was a pretty aggressive and wild possession.
Yeah, there was a lot going on in that series of events, and they could have kind of gone either way. Makes me think that that foul probably wasn't the best for us, but it slowed things down.
Yeah, it stopped the momentum a little bit, but definitely a lot of contact there on that offensive possession for the Sharks. And they just let them play through it. Very inconsistent whistle this game, it seems like.
They just kind of do what they want.
It's a really bizarre whistle. Just, kind of inconsistent. Just kind of all over the place. Just kind of when they want to call a foul, they will.
Yeah, especially on that possession there with all the passes. We saw a lot of Sharks just get jumped into from behind with no call from the ref. So it's a tough call to make, but it's definitely one that could have made a difference here. And we have a quick little timeout now. And less than 4 minutes to go here. The Sharks down by 1. They are in the bonus. The Terriers about to go to the line for 2 here after the blocking foul on Jacob Johnson. Jacob Johnson has 7 points in this one with 5 rebounds and 2 steals. He's played 36 minutes, which is just unfathomable. He plays the whole game, almost every game.
Yeah, he's relied on quite a bit.
Yeah, I don't know how his legs are still intact, man.
That's a good question.
And he hustles too. You saw he was right around the elbow, or the wing rather, when that pass got stolen, and he was the first one back, able to take the charge, or get the block rather. So he's moving and grooving still, even after playing all those minutes, and I'm sure he appreciates this little break here. RJ Green with 8 assists this game, despite only 1 point, so he's still making an impact. But Marko Malatic, 11 points, 5 of 9 from the field, only 1 3-point attempt still, and he missed that attempt. Leading scorer for the Terriers is Tedrick Wilcox Jr. with 14 points, with Clark with 13 and Grisby with 10. And these Sharks, they're shooting 60% in the second half so far, so they're making a lot more shots, but unfortunately the Terriers are also in that same vein with 58.8% from the field for them.
Yeah, and for the Sharks, not 1 3-point attempt this half. Just not even really.
They're 1 for 1.
Oh yeah, Q made a shot.
One.
Sorry,
One for one.
my fault. 1 for 1, but nothing from Malatic, and really nothing from anybody else. But they're just kind of taking what the defense gives them and finding some success.
And so Bethea is going to the line now with the chance to extend their lead to 3. Bethea, 72% free throw shooter. That one probably hurt the percentage a little bit.
71. I don't know if you got in the middle of that break, CJ checked back in, by the way, and he kind of was hobbling. He's still ginger out there, but Hopefully once he starts running around, it can loosen up a little bit.
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't affect his play too much because CJ's made a big difference on this game, and he's been great for the Sharks so far. So Bethea makes that one. It'll make it 65-63. A little under 4 minutes left to go here. Andre Washington has the ball now. Defense chance here from St. Francis and their cheerleading squad.
Yeah, Marco not getting an inch. The defense is all over him.
Yeah, he's playing through a lot of contact right now. He sets a little back screen for CJ. And, nice little play there. Gets Johnson inside. A lot of contact. And
man, great look inside for us, though. We needed that shot to fall.
Incredible pass there from Kyo. Just couldn't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, definitely could have been a foul on that one. But, you got to play through it. And we'll pull up there for the Terriers off the back iron. Q with the rebound.
Great defense by Q to force that shot being off as well.
Yep, they're going to pace themselves a little bit coming up the court. Sharks still down by 2. 3 minutes left to go. Andre Washington now.
Back cut from Maletich. Opposite corner.
Washington taking it inside. Little pump fake. Puts it up off the glass. Can't get it to go. Gets his own board. Almost gets a jump.
Chance opportunities. Let's go.
Yep. Gets a screen from Delancey. And Delancey backs off. Q calling out of play here. They're going to try and get Marco open. And he's open. Marco for 3. Bang! Marco Maletich gives the Sharks the lead, 66-65.
You can tell that's the shot that they wanted with that play, and Marco, you can tell, wanted it too when he got to the top of the key like that.
Absolutely.
That's what the Sharks need. We've been waiting for that one all game, and another whistle, another timeout for the Terriers. The Sharks up 66-65 going into this break.
Great to see that shot fall from Maletich, giving him the energy that the team needs.
Yep, and we'll be back after a quick one. You're watching on the Base Network. All right, and we are back now. Terriers have the ball. Sharks up 66-65 after a huge 3 from Marco Maletich. About 2:20 left to play now. And Clark has the ball. He's going to try and work it inside on Delancey. Delancey, great defense, not giving up any sort of position there. And Clark going to take it inside, kicking it out, fumbling the ball there a little bit. Tough to attempt there, but nice pickup there by Bethea. Bethea right there, cleaning up off the glass, and he gets that one to go. So now Andre Washington going to have the ball now. He's going to bring it up for the Sharks.
Maletich coming off those double screens once again.
Yeah, they're hunting for him. And Washington, a little floater, a lot of contact. He's on the ground. And Sharks not happy with that one. Sharks are not happy with the whistle down their end at all this game. We got a minute and a half left to play here. Looks like Clark has it. He's going to take it inside, kick it out. A little fake there. Harris going to pick it up. Work it back out. Wilcox for three. Gets it to go. Big three for Tedrick Wilcox there.
That's his third of the night. He's 3 for 6.
Huge shot there by Wilcox.
Yeah, that'll make it a 2-possession game here with just about a minute left to go now. Sharks need a quick bucket here. Johnson has it.
Trying to get it to Washington. He does.
Yep, gets to Washington. Has Burns open for three. Oh, misses badly.
It was a shot we wanted, though.
Yeah, unfortunately, Q unable to convert. 4-point game now, and the Sharks going to have to force something here.
53 seconds to go.
Yep, 30 on the shot clock. So they're gonna press up here. They're gonna hope to force a turnover.
Yeah, don't have to foul quite yet, but need to get a defensive stop.
Yeah, stop or a turnover here, one or the other.
You can see the pressure is a lot higher.
Yeah, Marco pressing up high. Terriers taking their time, trying to run some off the clock. Going to try and take it in, and there's going to be a whistle.
So there's a foul on Marco down low. Moreno's going to go to the line.
Yeah, coaches on the Sharks are not happy about that one. They have not been getting that whistle all game.
No. You can just see it on Coach Strickland's face.
Yeah, Coach putting the prayer hands together right now. And that one rims in for Moreno.
1 for 3 from the line on the night.
And the Terriers empty the box now as Moreno takes his second free throw and gets that one to go. Gonna make it a 6-point game here with 30 seconds left. The Sharks gonna need some magic happen right now. And a little confusion there for the Sharks as they're gonna take a timeout. Delancey did not know what was going on. He had his arms spread wide. And I'm a little bit surprised to not see Jake Cook checking in there. When they took that free throw, I figured get some extra shooting out there as the Sharks are down 2 to 3 possessions.
Yeah, gonna need a big shot here to try and force the momentum back in our hand.
Yeah, they're gonna need to move quick and they're gonna need to move efficiently here. Down by 6, 23 seconds left now. They let 7 seconds run off the clock there before taking that timeout. So yeah, they're gonna need to make something happen here and quick. But
so after the play that they draw up here that we make, we'll be down by 3. Quick steal, another quick 3, overtime.
wishful thinking there from Dan the Man.
Well, then we'll hit the over as well. Kevin told me before the game it was 143 and a half, something like that, 146 and change. Shout out to the ESPN guys down below us on the media table who are also watching the Monday Night Football game on a cell phone.
Wow.
We up here take our job seriously and don't put the game up on a cell phone.
That's wild.
It was 143.
Looks like Johnson, Delancey, Burns, Washington, and Maletich.
Who's getting the shot, fellas?
I think Q gets it here. I think they're probably going to use Marco as a decoy and give it to Q. Even though Q did just have that air ball, I think they're probably going to pass it in and then give it back to Q. The inbounder is always the most dangerous player on these plays. So we'll see what they do here.
Yeah, immediately heavy coverage on Maletich. They don't want to give him an inch.
Yeah, and see, he doesn't give it into Washington.
He
gives it into Maletich. Goes up for 3, forces it up, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. That one's going to go off of Washington. That's going to be Terrier's ball.
Yeah, and it looks like time might just be running out for the Sharks here.
Yeah, unless they can go with a quick steal and a 3 here, I think that might be it for your Sharks.
Again, you can tell that was drawn up there for Marco probably. He got the shot. It was a little forced.
Yeah, Marco tried to get it up there, and the Sharks fought for the rebound, unable to come with it. Marco a little frustrated with that miss, but
man.
Yeah, we'll see what the Terriers do here to get the ball in. We'll see who they give it to.
Maybe they'll shoot one on our end of the court into our own basket.
You never know, Dan. You know, it could be a possibility.
It's NEC, boys.
That would also be a first on the stream.
I have to imagine this. They try to get into Moreno, 83% free throw shooter here. But not too many bad options here for the Terriers. They have a lot of good free throw shooters. 72% is the team, and their 4 top scorers are all above 72%. So.
Yeah, this is similar to the game we did earlier in the year. We were with them, and then towards the end of the second half, just whatever things don't go our way. And whether that was, that 3-pointer falling for them that just really worked, us missing a few shots. It would just be nice to have seen a game that we could close out.
And yeah, for sure. Like you said, just not really going our way. And I think a lot of it's the 3-pointers. We have only made 2 on the game to their 7. And they're just made a few more 3-pointers than us. Other than that, the stats are virtually identical.
And the free throws. The Sharks have taken 25 free throws, only made 14, good for 56%. Meanwhile, the Terriers are 15 for 21, so they've made more with less attempts. But regardless now, so the Terriers are trying to get it in. Good defense there by the Sharks.
Forced a timeout there.
And yeah, forced timeout. Regardless what happens this game, though, Keon Burns with a fantastic day. 19 points, 9 rebounds, 2 assists, 4 steals, and a block, and 7 for 10 from the field. And he's had a couple of big plays for the Sharks.
Yeah, he's been a lot of fun to watch today. He's been incredible.
And I'm to see it from him as well.
Yeah, he's had a tough season fighting from injury, but he's back now and better than ever, it looks like. And I'm excited to go back and watch that Andre Washington putback.
Yes, sir.
That was fantastic.
Just been kind of a tough run. They were up 66-65 and haven't scored since. Just haven't been able to stop the 7-0 run.
So, yeah, ever since that Marco 3 then?
Yeah, haven't been able to respond after that. Where you thought you would have gotten some of that momentum, they just called the perfect timeout, I guess.
I've been watching CJ, too. That dude is definitely going to be stiff for a while. You can see him sometimes just clenching as he goes down the court on there. So hopefully it's something he can bounce back from quickly.
Oh, they're going to say that's Terrier's ball.
It looks like they're going to take it to review, though.
What I loved there was seeing Jacob Johnson try to dive for it, but at the last second be like, actually, no.
Yeah, because he knew he wasn't going to come up with it. Rather take the chance that it was, in fact, off the Terriers, which from this angle it looked so. And coaching staff was furious at the initial call. So they're going to take it to review, and we're going to see where this one ends up.
It's going to end up in our hands with a 3-pointer, and then we're going to do the same thing again, and then hit another 3-pointer in overtime.
But no, what we're going to do is the second 3-pointer is going to be an and one.
That's
and we're
right.
Gonna
I didn't
take
think
it
about that.
And win by 1, and we're going to boost that free throw.
And then we're going to miss the free
percentage.
throw.
No, we're going to hit it, and we're going to hit the one that matters.
And then I'm going to jump over this railing in celebration.
Crushing the ESPN guy beneath you.
Right down on them.
And then Kevin Big Body Burns going to jump down. He's going to extend his arms like a flying squirrel and float down on top of you.
And we rush the court with the players.
That would also be a first on the stream.
Yeah, I know. Bunch of firsts tonight, boys.
So it's going to be Sharks ball, if I heard that
Let's
correctly.
go.
So we'll see what Coach Strickland draws up out of this break here. See if it goes to Marco, if it goes to Q, maybe it goes to Andre Washington. Maybe they try something with Delancey. You never know. Maybe some trickery. And can't get it into anyone at the moment. Gets it into Washington. He's going to try and drive in. A lot of contact there, no foul, and that should do it.
Interesting strategy. It doesn't appear that we could have gotten the 3-point shots, so Washington just kind of took it into his own hands to try and get something before the time expired.
Yeah, got a very physical shot there, but did not get the foul his way, so that's going to send Josiah Harris to the line now. Josiah Harris, 61% free throw shooter on the season, so there's always hope, but with 8 seconds left, not too much hope. Dan is now officially sat down for the first time this ball game.
First time this game. I just got a railing in the way.
And Harris can't get the first.
Well, superstitious, so.
There it is. So a 3 and a 3-point and 1 is what we're looking for.
And Harris makes that one.
2 3-point and 1s is what we're looking for.
And here comes the first one with Q right there in the corner. Or not.
Yep, Andre Washington, get it to Jacob Johnson for 3. Can't get it to go. Rebound Terriers, and that'll be the ball game. So your LIU Sharks losing 73-66.
Not even covering the spread.
It was a hard-fought game here for the Sharks, and they will drop now to 2-16, and that will make them 0-6 in conference play. But this has been the Base Network, Big Apple Sports Entertainment Network. I've been your host, Joseph Simley, joined by Dan the Man Bauer, Cooper the Dragon Albers, and Kevin Big Body Burns. This has been us from the Base Network. Thank you all for watching. Have a great day. Happy Martin Luther King Day. And we're out.